Hey, so here's the video proof of what's going on with the checkpoints in my game. I'm going to show you. You asked what keyboard I'm using. I'm using a Logitech G910, which is the same one I used for Forza Horizon 4. I'm also using a G920 wheel. Nothing really has changed in my setup between the two games. So I'm going to move here a little bit and set a checkpoint. Hold on. Okay, so if I set the checkpoint, it will tell you, well, to basically what I used to do is to move the checkpoint with WSAD. If I press A and D, I can move it from side to side. But to narrow it, in Forza Horizon 4, I used to use WS. However, if I press WS, you can see it doesn't move. You can kind of hear that it's moving, but nothing really happens. So only if I move it side to side. Actually, in the prompt here, it does say narrow checkpoint S, widen checkpoint W, but nothing happens. I haven't changed my keyboard at all. If I use the arrow keys, well, that doesn't do anything. It just makes me change the view. If I use my directional pads, nothing happens as well. So these are the buttons that you're supposed to use, but nothing really happens at all. So yeah, that's basically the problem I'm having. I can't narrow or widen the checkpoints at all. Thank you. So problem number 2 that I stated is that I'm not able to modify blueprints for custom tracks, only for tracks that are in the game. For example, this is a track that's in the game. It's the Llanura Sprint. So if I go to, let's say, create blueprint, let's see, retro hot hatch, etc., etc. If I change, let's say well, I mean, this is a sprint, but if it were a circuit, hold on, I'm gonna change. Okay, I'm on a circuit now to show you what I mean. For example, in this circuit, this is also a vanilla circuit. It's the Emerald circuit. If I go to event settings, for example, I can change the laps, I can change the number of drive avatars or anything else here, like the time of the day, whatever, and I go to confirm. I can play just fine. I can go publish, which is the one that, well, the option that you put here, so we can play the blueprint. See, there it is, no problem at all. Now if I want to do that on a custom blueprint, I'll show you what happens. Give me a second. Okay, so now I'm in a custom track that I made. So now if I go to the custom track, let's see, I'm gonna select, this is the blueprint that I made. It's an anything goes, because I can't change anything, so I might as well just leave it anything goes. If I select anything goes, it lets me play it just fine, and I'll select the car and I go into a race. But let's say I want to create a blueprint with this track. Let's go retro hot hatch. Again, let me change the track to my custom track. This is my custom track. Then it no longer lets me play it. I have to retest the track. Which in Forza Horizon 4 that was not the case, because once you finish the track, you tested it once and it was fine. You could reuse it how many times you wanted. You can change the blueprint, change the time of the day, you could change the number of laps. Like, there's another thing that I can do here, try and do, is modify the existing blueprint. For example, this is it with my custom track. Let's say I want to change the laps or the time of the day. It won't let me do it, see? And it's asking me again to test the track. I can't even test it right now. For example, let's say event settings, I changed the number of laps to 2, confirm, but I cannot play it like I did with the regular blueprint. I had to retest the track, and the problem is it will make you retest the track with the number of laps that you selected. Again, that was not a thing in Forza Horizon 4. Once you finished doing the track, you proved that the track was fine and it worked, you didn't have to retest the track at all. So yeah, I can't really use my blueprints. I have to make one blueprint for a custom track and never touch it again, because I mean, I don't want to retest the track every time before the race. You know, that gets like really repetitive, and it doesn't really make sense to me. The normal tracks, it doesn't ask you to do this. So yeah, that was the other problem. Thank you very much.